Hey guys, Ollie here, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be giving you a GameMaker Studio tutorial on basically how to make like a clock. So this could be in like an RPG or something like that, in where you want something to happen at a certain time. This is basically just a clock that acts. It's basically the same one as your computers, but you can put it into an app or something like that. That's what I'm going to be showing you how to do today. And if I just show you the finished product, just wait for it to load in. Here we go, this is it ultimately. As you can see, it shows the same time and the same date as your computer, only it shows it in sort of like a more, like a nicer way of looking at it, in that sort of sense. But you could also have this in a game or something like that. So if I just, full screen this, that's it basically. So if we just come into a new project, I'm just going to call this tutorial. Yep, definitely spelled that right. That's good. Alright, then you're going to want to come into objects, create object, obj_clock. That's just what I'm going to call it. You go to add event, and then you're going to want to create a draw event, and then on here you're going to want your code. Now, we're going to create a variable. So if we just get a set of curly braces here, and then within here we're going to need var dt, that's our variable, and then we're going to need this to equal date underscore time. Is it date time? No, it's just date current, sorry. Date current underscore date time bracket. Just bracket, close that bracket. Just it needs the brackets there because of the type of thing that it is. So once you've done that, you're gonna want to go to draw underscore, is it draw underscore set? Yeah, oh, for God's sake, sorry, this is my first tutorial, I'm a bit off. I've got, like, the code that I need written down. Set font. And then you're gonna need your brackets. I'm just gonna put font in here. That'll work in a minute, because we're gonna go and set a font. Actually, let me just quickly go and do that now. The font that we're using works really well with the way that we're doing it. It's, if you come down to here, it's called, Courier New. I'm just going to call this font anti-aliasing that, and 100, and then basically you just do that. So then if we come back into here, as you can see, that's now lit up, and then you're going to want to do draw underscore set underscore color, which is spelt weirdly because I think it's American, I think that's why. C underscore red, that's the color. Then now you're going to want to have draw underscore set underscore it's the line. It's spelt really weirdly, but, and then basically you have fa underscore center. Yeah, there you go. For some reason, when you type that in yourself, I don't know why, it didn't work for me the first time. So you have to have it like that. Set underscore align fa underscore center, just like that. See, it doesn't work when you do it. So now I need to delete all of this, and then have this fa underscore center. There you go. Now it works. It's really odd that GameMaker does that. I don't understand why it does that, but you know, it does it, I guess. You just get used to that. So now you're gonna actually be drawing your text. You have draw underscore text. Yep, draw underscore text, and then you have your brackets for location, which I'm gonna have 960 540. Because that's basically, I'm gonna have my room as 1920 by 1080. 1920 by 1080. I'm all over the place today, guys. I apologise. These will get better over time if I do more of them. Date underscore string, and then in bracket. Have I done that right? Yeah, that date underscore time underscore string. Oh, I've got 2 underscores there. That's my issue. Sorry, guys. And then in brackets you have dt and then close brackets. So that's your time. And actually, you can already just throw this into a room. If I just create one now, set it to 1920 by 1080, speed of 60. Should call it room. Normally I'd say rm underscore blah blah blah, but for the sake of this, we're only gonna have one room in this entire thing, so it doesn't matter all that much, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. Really hope that makes sense. So, and there you go, you've got your clock there and everything. If I just set that to full screen so you haven't got the letterboxing. There you go, you've already got a clock there. But then, we're gonna improve this slightly. Obviously, you can set the font to bold. I really wish I'd done that now because it just looks better. But we're also going to have the date underneath, like what we had before. So we're going to have draw underscore text again. And then we're going to have 960. And then what was it that I had again that had it lined up? 700. And then you have date underscore date underscore string bracket dt bracket. So if I go through this, that's a variable. Basically it sets dt, so every time it has dt it sets it to the current, which is the one on your computer, and then that sets the font to courier, and then basically that sets the colour to red, and then this sets where it's aligned from, because usually it would have it rendered from the left side across, well, like spawned in from the left side across, when that centres it, so that when you actually put these coordinates in, that's the exact centre of the screen. Well, at least these ones are, so it's rendered from the centre, so that the centre's in the centre, if that makes sense. And then that one's the same, but a little bit lower. So yeah, if I show you this, if I just load this up, just go through all this, and here you go. This is basically it. Now, you could make this a bit more exciting if you wanted to. For instance, what have I done? I've just closed GameMaker. I am so smart. So freaking smart. Hopefully it saved. Yeah, it did save. Yeah, so basically what I was saying is, if you wanted to make font, yeah, just set that to font 1. You have the same. If I go down to, where's Korean? Nope, that's the wrong one. Korean new. Set that to like 50. And then cancel out of this by saying, just say yes there. Go to clock and then come into here. And then in between these, what you can have is, if you have draw set font, and then in brackets you have font 1, then that'll basically set this font to be smaller, so it's like smaller underneath it. So if we just wait for this to then load again, then there you go, that one's smaller than that one. It makes it a bit more, because then it makes this part sort of stand out more than this part, because that's sort of more important. But then yeah, and then for the background, basically you just come into create background, then you load background, and then you come onto here, and then if I get this one, yep, and then I go back into the room, and then just come onto backgrounds and set that one. Then basically when this loads up, it will be more, besides the fact that it's bold, because I forgot to set it to bold, it's more or less identical to the one that we had before. Now, you could have other fonts, but if I just quickly show you what that does if you don't have certain fonts. If I set it to say, for instance, let's find a nice one that you might want to set it as, where is it? type that one basically. That's a quite a nice looking font. We just see if it loads up with it. It might not. I might have to reset the code. Nope, didn't load up with it. So if I quickly just create another font, call it font 2, yeah sure. Set it to typographer 100. I'll just do it with the top one because the bottom one isn't really affected by this issue. But basically, if I set to that to say here, set it to font 2, and then yeah, sorry about this video. They will get better over time. Just wait for this to load. Then there you go. As you can see, it keeps sort of moving around here. And basically, if you've got it as Courier, because all of the letters and characters are the exact same size, it sort of... There's other ones that are like that. If you just Google fonts that have all the characters the same width, then you can use one of those fonts. But basically, that's how you do it. So if I just come back into here, set that as that, then there you go. So there you go, this is what we've made in this video. If you follow the same code, you should come up with this as well. Obviously, you could implement this in different ways by putting it, say, in the corner, or having it like that in a game. And I might do tutorials on, like, stopwatches and countdown stuff and that sort of thing, but if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, leave a like, share it if you really enjoyed it and you think other people might benefit from this tutorial, and subscribe if you're new around here because I make videos every Saturday. And yeah, subscribing and hitting the little bell it'll notify you about it ultimately. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.